Muy bien, pues aquí estamos en el NAMM Show 2020. Estamos con Al Young, que es el Product Manager de Epiphone, nada más y nada menos. Hi, Al. How are you?
Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here.
Okay, so tell us what's new in Epiphone.
So, 2020, Epiphone, our new tagline is for every stage. Every stage of development, whether you're an entry-level guitar player or you're playing a big arena, or, of course, the stage being the stage in a coffee shop or a big arena, right? So what we're doing is we're doing a collection of guitars that are inspired by Gibson. And in that Inspired by Gibson collection, we're mirroring what Gibson is doing, with their collections, original and modern. And we're adding also a few new things, our twist on modern guitars as well. For example, this is a Les Paul Muse. This Les Paul Muse is a modern Les Paul. It actually has a thinner body, weight relief, very lightweight, all right? Has a classic Les Paul tone, but because it's a modern, you're gonna have coil splits and the phase switch and these great new finishes, all metallic finishes. It's got a slimmer nut, very similar to like a Vivian Campbell. All the modern series guitars will have a Graphtec nut, and because it's an Inspired by Gibson, you're gonna see the Epiphone written in a Gibson font with our brand new headstock shape, which is, once again, based on Kalamazoo. Epiphone, being the older brother of Gibson, has been around since 1873. Gibson's been around since 1894. So we are the bigger brother to Gibson. And when Gibson purchased Epiphone in 1957, Gibsons and Epiphones were actually made in the United States together in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And this is a Kalamazoo headstock that dates back to about 1962 or so. So this is one of the new modern guitars in our collection. Another modern guitar that we have, also in the modern collection. Oh, how about we do the SG? We also have the Muse collection in these sparkling finishes for the SG as well. Very great sparkling finishes all the way. Yeah, so you're also going to see the coil splits in here as well. Another one of our modern Les Pauls is just like the Gibson counterpart. This is a Les Paul Modern. This is in the graphite black finish. It's kind of got that metallic black. Also, once again, since it's modern, you have the coil split and fades, or the phase switch as well. Asymmetrical neck with an ebony board, mother of pearl inlay, also locking tuners. And the great thing about the moderns is you have the modern sculpted heel as well. So when you play, it's very great access to the upper frets as well. So this is the Les Paul Modern. We also have it in a figured top as well. You want to do a figured modern? So we're also going to do a modern figured as well. So this is something that Gibson isn't doing right now, but we wanted to make sure that you guys saw the beautiful wood that we're using. This is a maple cap on mahogany body, just like the Les Paul Modern, right? Still got the modern cut there as well. But how about something more traditional, like the originals? So let's go this way. So in the 50s range, we have a 50s and 60s Les Paul as part of the original collection of Inspired by Gibsons. Check out these tuners. The tuners have this really cool, custom shop keys. They're much better looking than the last ones because we worked with Custom Shop to really give you that nice classic look of these tuners. We also have a 50s neck for this particular gold top here. Dial pointers. We also have Burstbucker 2 and 3 pickups. We also have non-weight relief body as well. And rolled necks. So once again, like the moderns, we're going to have a Graphtec nut, but we'll also have the rolled neck, so it's going to feel super comfortable when you play the guitar. We also have vintage wiring here as well, vintage wiring. And just for, to show you this 1960s Les Paul, we've got a 1960s Les Paul standard, the 60 style, slim taper neck, Grover tuners on this, rolled neck. You also have a AAA top with the 60s knobs, vintage wiring in the back, non-weight relief, you know, CTS pots on both the 50s and 60s models. So once again, just another level of being authentic, one more level of dialing in the neck so they're super consistent, nice feeling rolled neck. So that's just an example of what we're doing with Epiphone. It's a big year for us, for every stage, with the Inspired by Gibson collection, with the modern, and of course the original range. And then of course also our inspired, or the acoustic guitars that are original, like the Texan, the Excelente, and the Frontier. So there's a lot of stuff going on for Epiphone this year for electrics and acoustics with our originals, and they're inspired by Gibsons.
Can you go see the other models again?
I'm sorry?
Oh, see. Let's go to see the other models.
Okay. Want to see the LTS?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, so here we have the SG Custom. This SG Custom is just like the Custom Shop. Slim taper neck, custom shop style tuning keys, bound neck and headstock. Once again, with the beautiful Epiphone inspired by Gibson logo, hand rolled neck, gold hardware. And we also have CTS pots in this as well. And we have a wonderful piece here. I love this. I love the Maestro Vibrola. So this is the 61 SG with Maestro Vibrola here with the Epiphone logo, just like Custom Shop, very similar to Custom Shop. Vibrola, you have here CTS pots, the short pick guard, the 60 slim taper neck, which is hand rolled, Graphtec nut, and the vintage tuning keys as well, just like that SG Custom that you saw earlier. Awesome.
Street price?
Street price, well, they're all going to be accessible. I believe that's somewhere around $6.99 US, so somewhere around there. Yeah. And we can do
this
this.
one.
We can do the junior and the special.
The P90s?
And here we are. This is the SG Special P90 Pros. Just sound exactly like our the regular P90s that Gibson has. This is sparkling burgundy. Also have the CTS pots, bound neck, and the vintage tuning keys here as well. Tech nut. So it's definitely a performance machine. Feels really good. Got that vintage look. And then last but not least, the special two P90s, TV yellow, nice, chunky neck, hand rolled. You also have the Graphtec nut and the vintage tuning keys as well. About $329, $349 street price, something like that. So there you go. Thank you. You want to see some of these guitars?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great.
Bueno, vamos a ver guitarras acústicas. Sorry. Pues aquí estamos de nuevo con Al Young, que nos va a hablar ahora de las guitarras acústicas.
Okay, so we're back here in the Acoustic Lounge with our brand new Masterbuilt Acoustics. Masterbuilt Acoustics have all solid wood tops, backs and sides solid wood, dovetail neck joint, and a bone nut and saddle. So we're reissuing the Excelente. Historically, the Excelente has had rosewood back and sides, played by the legendary Loretta Lynn. But we have here the a little bit of a modern take with the Ovengal back and sides. All solid wood, dovetail neck joint. You can see the neck too, right? We have a rolled neck, ebony fretboard, mother of pearl inlays, engraved pickguard, which is very historically accurate. You also have a Fishman Sonotone preamp, volume, and tone.
This guitar is made in the United States.
Oh no, this is overseas. It's from overseas manufacturing. We do have Epiphone USA. That's something else. Okay, but we also have the historic headstock for the Excelente. The Excelente and this model, the Frontier, also have that vintage gloss finish, so it looks like an older guitar, right? And this one has the rope and cactus or engraved pickguard, Fishman Sonotone pickup, right? And the classic inlays, vintage correct tuning keys, as well as the logo, the classic Epiphone logo because it is an Epiphone original, okay? Yep. This is also part of the Masterbuilt range as well. This is the legendary Texan. This Texan is, some people call it like a J45, but the fact is it's actually more like an advanced jumbo because it has advanced bracing. It also has mahogany back and sides, and the scale, instead of a J45 being 24 3/4, this is 25 and a half. Okay, so it's got a very, very nice, articulate tone to it. Of course, the spruce top, solid mahogany back and sides, vintage tuning keys, and the Sonotone pickup as well. And of course, these comes in 2 different colors too. We've got that antique natural aged gloss, and also this cherry aged gloss, this faded cherry. So they're available right now. Okay.